My girlfriend is she's laid up.
What happened to her?
Well, she calls me today and says she's coming home because she can't put any weight on her foot, and that her foot is sprained or something, or her foot's hurt. Or I go online and look up all these different things about what could be wrong.
You're diagnosing?
I'm diagnosing. Of course, you go online and you look up symptoms, and next thing you know, she's got diabetes. She's going to have her foot cut off. And so I say to her, I said, look, I can't still date you if you don't have a foot. I mean,
let me stop for a second. I don't want to get too far off subject, but and honestly, if she lost her foot, would you guys break up?
I mean, well, I actually thought about this because I don't want to be with someone that has a weird walk. I mean,
a weird walk? Well, she's going to have, it's going to be worse than a weird walk. She can't wear shorts. Well, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to change a lot of things.
Yeah, because you can have prosthetic leg. That seems better than me than a fake foot. I don't know.
Well, obviously, it would bother you, but it would bother you more if she had just from the ankle down would bother you more than from the calf down?
I think it would, yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense.
I don't, well, it's weird. It's a reverse fetish. I don't know.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. Tell us.
Well, I got to thinking that if she lost her foot, if I did stay with her, then I feel like I could gain a lot of weight and stuff. I wouldn't have to even it out, right?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but
still got 1 foot. She can go find some other guy.
Yeah, but if she has 1 foot and then you gain all that weight, wouldn't you still feel bad about yourself? Like, even if she didn't have a foot, you still want to feel good about yourself. Well, if you were like a guy who'd never left the couch and then they were coming to carve the side of the house out so they could get you out, you don't want to be that regardless.
But my self-esteem would come from that I'm staying with this woman despite her losing a foot.
Okay, so...
I mean, how many pounds is a foot worth? How many pounds could I gain?
I mean, a foot can't weigh much. 5 pounds?
No. But how many pounds could I gain of weight to even out her losing a foot?
I'd say 10 to 1 versus the weight of the foot, so 50 pounds.
Okay, so you have 5 pounds, 50 pounds? Okay, yeah. That'd be fun. All right.
What were her symptoms? She couldn't put weight on it? That was it?
Yeah, it hurt every time she put weight on it. And so yeah, it was a little swelling, but she didn't really know that until we got home and looked at it more. But then, I mean, I'll get to a second what it actually is. But then I got to thinking, I mean, if I stayed with her and just was the same guy I am now, I mean, that would score me a lot of points with other women.
Yeah, but what would you do about it?
I could step up because women would be like, wow, this guy stood by his woman despite this accident. It's a great thing that he did. He's loyal. And that would kind of allow me to cheat with a hotter girl.
It wouldn't work that way. The idea is maybe people would have a higher opinion, girls would have a higher opinion of you because your willingness to stay with your girlfriend who lost her foot. But then if you're willing to be unfaithful to her, then you weren't willing to stay, and then you lose whatever props or credibility you got because of it, you would lose.
Well, it's like a musician can sing a song about how much he loves his wife and how faithful he is, and that makes women want to be with him. You see what I'm saying? And that almost allows him this opportunity. So not that I would necessarily cheat, but then I could break up and say, I just wasn't working out. I like to walk. She can't, and then I could break up with her, but still get credit for having stayed with her for X amount of time throughout this foot drama.
Because you stay with her. How much time do you stay with her after she lost her foot where you're given credit for that?
That's a good question. I think a year is good.
If you stay with her for 1 year and then you break up with her, they'll say, wow, he stood by the one girl with 1 foot for an entire year, and as a result, that makes him more attractive.
Yes, I think so. Yes. Well, okay, what about this? How less attractive is a girl? Like if a girl's a 10 and then she has some accident where she loses 2 fingers, what is she then?
I don't know, 7?
See, I don't know. Because she
could put her hand in her pocket, or she could wear a glove.
That's for the rest of your time you're with her. She's always got a Michael Jackson glove on.
What would you do if she lost her foot and then 3 weeks later she goes, you know what, this really isn't working out. And then she's like, I can't do this anymore. And then she breaks up with you.
Cause I think she would break up with me because she feels like she's not worthy because I'm over here with my 2 feet showing off all the time.
You think that at any point in time, regardless of what happens to her, that she's ever going to look at you and be like, I'm not worthy of that? and then she's gonna leave. I mean, she's
Okay,
definitely
that's ridiculous. Yeah.
Where would you put her in terms of like out of your leagueness?
She's 1 foot out of my league. Like,
yeah, she's seriously. If she loses a foot, then she's in your league.
Right, and I can't date someone in my league. That's half the reason why I'm dating someone, is to show off that I'm getting someone out of my league. You take that out of it, and what are we doing? That's part of the allure for me. Is I don't want to date up. It makes me look like I'm more successful than I am. Because like my checking account doesn't say I'm successful. What I own doesn't say, but this super hot girl, that might say it. But if she's walking around with, limping around with 1 foot, then I'm just a guy got a girl with 1 foot. Who couldn't do that?
That's the only, I got you. That's your only saving grace, is that that's the only thing you have going for you, that you've been able to grab this super hot chick.